Bam, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lover Show, baby! This is the show that we wake up every single day blessed. Thank God that we have everything we have. Stay blessed that we woke up healthy and ready to go. Button that top button. You don't need any of that chest hair popping out there. Over here. I like this shirt. It's kind of cool. It's a blue shirt, but if you look at it, it's speckled. Speckled blue. You know what I mean? Hey, over here. Shout out to everybody here. Hope you're feeling wonderful. Let's put the lemon into the water. You know how we start every single day with the lemon water. Get it going. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's take a big sip of that lemon water. I did not work out today. I worked out really hard yesterday. My body was a little sore. So I may get in something, I'll do something light in the abs later on. My goodness, that tastes so good. Ooh, nothing better than water. Get your Labradorite. Have your Labradorite at all times. It can give you just that extra bit of intuition, and it strengthens your energy that you already have. Shout out to my Labradorite people. Nano up today, making a bit of a move. Shout out to my Nano crew. Shout out to my man Sergio for giving me Nano. What an amazing message you left me today. We're going to talk about that. We're going to break it down. Let's break down the live stream. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let me jump on into the chat. How is that chat doing? Where is the chat? There it is. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Lakochi Coker, Laura Marshall, Love Learning, Sadaface, Jacob L, Kevin Baker, Mario, and every single buddy here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Wow. We had an amazing crew. PS Future of Gaming. We have the SHIB Army here. Respect for all the lifers. Shout out to the SHIB Army. I still hold my SHIBs, baby. I still hold my SHIBs. I did sell them for a loss, and I bought them right back. So definitely going to throw that on the balance sheet for the year of 2022. Laura Legends in the building right now. Laura Marshall, we are an army of troopers for the crypto future. Love and respect. Shout out to everybody in here. I woke up to an amazing testimonial and just people saying wonderful things about me. That feels good when people say good things about you. I woke up, I got a DM, and my man wrote me this DM. I just had to copy it for everybody because it was such an awesome DM. Maybe I just found the DM, but he said, I've been watching you since the beginning, and you never stopped working. This is something I admire, and I can say you enjoy it too. It's not simple to be consistent like you have for 3+ years. Truly amazing and inspiring. Sergio, thank you for the love, man. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much for the love. That's awesome. Let's break down Bitcoin right off the bat. Let's show you what we see happening in the market. Boom, boom, boom. So look, rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Keep that in the back of your mind. If you open up a short, there's a 68% chance you're going to break down all the way to 16,495. Not too bad, but we're sideways. This is scrumbled, I know. We're going to zoom in, and I'm going to show you what we're looking at. So this morning, I saw this inverted head and shoulder that looked like it could make a move to the upside. It kind of went up, went down again, made this like double bottomed right shoulder, but then it decided to jettison to the upside. So it wasn't perfect. It was a little strange. We left the pattern. We broke the pattern. You know, the kind of this wedge here that we're in doesn't look that great on the 7-minute. I omitted this big top because we popped on out of it, popped back into it. It does show shoulder, head, kind of right shoulder action. It's somewhat bearish, but the fact that we just, look, resistance, 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 the fact that we just pushed through this trend line, we got above this point of control, 16,850. However, it's lackluster, right? Let's take a look at the 15 minutes. So if you were in my trading group, I did expect some type of move of Bitcoin to the upside, only to about 16,897. Not amazing. We went to 16,869. I was about $30 off, $20 off, $28 off in total, right? From what I believed we would go to. So if you're in my trading group, I do this update around 7:30 in the morning, sometimes even earlier, sometimes between 5:45 and 7:30 in the morning. You're going to get a Bitcoin update. Then you're going to get the update here. Then I do the last update at the end of the stream around 11:30, 12 o'clock. I usually try to do another update at daily candle close. And if it's needed, if there's an emergency or something happens, you get another update in there. Between 2 to 4 updates on Bitcoin every day. And that's not also what you get. You get so much more in the trading group. Today, we do a live screen share. Every single week, I do a live screen share with my lifers. We sit down together. We break down the markets. We talk about what's going on. I also give you access to my Token Metrics account, which costs me $90 a month. So for your $100 a month, or even if you're $70, if you take a 77, or something like $80 if you take advantage of the discounts that we give, you're in there every single week for a private screen share with me. That is this Thursday. It's every Thursday from 6 to 8:30. I've only canceled like 3 in the entire year, so we made like probably 49 of them last year. So we're looking for a move here, right? Rejection, honestly. You know what's interesting? I want to see if this could be considered a bearish retest. Like, you could almost say you fell out of the pattern. You're attempting to get back in, and you're bearishly retesting this trend line. See this? It's definitely something that I would consider, all right, as a possible option here for Bitcoin. Do we get rejected? This also has Bart Simpson vibes, like a Bart Simpson head that could break us right back down to this area, at least 16,647. I've been bearish because Bitcoin can't break back above 17K. Very simple. Like, here's your high resistance. Here's your high resistance here. You can't get back above the resistance, so it behooves me that I'm going to stay short until the longs can teach me to be teach me something different. Like, it's like I'm going to assume that I'm going to win until you lose, until I lose. I don't want to use like a boxer. I assume I can beat you up until you beat me up. Like, I assume that the Bulls are winning, the Bears are winning until the Bulls can do something different than what they've been doing. You can clearly see a heavy resistance in this area. We got to get back above this yellow line, 16,945, 17K. And then even that, like, we're looming at this 18,300 the day that the Fed, talked about we went up again, right? So, and the Fed news wasn't amazing. There was some in-the-middle decisions. Kind of looks like they've overextended themselves and they're not sure what to do, right? So this is the issue with, like, how do you want to handle this this trend line, right? I'd say it's broadening. I personally like to put 2 to 3 candle touches. To me, I am considering this as a bearish retest. Makes more sense to me, right, than being inside the channel. Either way, I'm okay with it. 1 hour is an indecision, but could still pump to the upside. See how it's kind of got some bullish divergence, is pointing up in momentum. Stochastics RSI say that we could continue to the upside. So if this flag continues, the measured move was the length of this wick to wick, and then I gave a slant to it. And that's about where we're going to go to the top of this channel, 17,050. Hey, if we get back above 17K, it's going to be the biggest deal we've had in a while. We need to get back above 17,000. That's going to be our key. So what do I see happening for today? I'd give the 1 hour its prowess. 1 hour says it can make a move. 15-minute is getting a little overbought there and hitting the resistance point. At the end of the day, I stay short until the bulls can get us above. Probability on the 1 hour suggests we could get a move back up to 17,051. I look at the bigger time frames to see what's going on. The 4 hour could flip on that stochastics. MACD's a little extended. RSI's a little extended. Could get one more push up, and then you'd be extended on the RSI and get a drop to the downside. So I believe, I don't know what I believe, right? But what the charts convey is that the 1 hour could push to the upside, get rejected, and fall to the downside. Again, we're below the 200 SMA. Remember how religious I am about that idea. When we're below the 200 SMA on the 4 hour time frame, I remain bearish. Okay? If we can get above it, I'll change my tune. And you can see that if you go back in time, you can back test me on that, and you can see every time we got back above it, we had a nice move. Every time we got back below it, we had a fall down. Not saying it's going to be huge every time, but it's about managing risk, raising the stop loss, and just handling the trade. So, shout out to everybody here. I love you all. Love is the strongest frequency we can use every single day. We spread the love across the world through the channel, through the teaching, and through each and every one of our interactions in the trading group. Token Metrics shows you the hot coins big players in the market are looking at for the week. Yeah. 303 watchers. Can I get the watchers up to the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate you all. We had 1,000 watchers, 700 watchers. We were banging in November. One of the strongest crypto channels in all of the interwebs in November. We were dominating the airwaves. So let's get back up to that moment. I know we can. I haven't taken a day off. Let's continue to press. All right. Let's continue to press. Shout out to each and every single one of you. I need those likes more than you would ever know. Propels us all the way to greatness. I cannot do it on my own. I did not get to 38,000 subscribers on my own. You people did it. You people saw me, decided, you heard about me, found me, and decided to hit that like button. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in, and I greatly appreciate you all for being here with me. Thank you so much for the love and the constant support. So what would I do today for a bit of a move? I'd be looking for some altcoins because Bitcoin's sideways technically. And when Bitcoin's sideways, altcoins like to play. So best case scenario is Bitcoin goes sideways, continues sideways. One good thing is it's above this support zone that it broke above, 16,700, and it's been holding that level, right, since that shot to the upside there. So we got that move. Is it sustainable is the question. 1 hour suggests another push is coming on the momentum to the upside. So let's see if the 1 hour can do damage. Remember, if we break this trend line and start to move to the downside, right? And remember that rising wedges have a 68% chance of a break to where they began, down to 16,488. So it's likely we could head to that area. Don't be surprised. Maybe a bounce off the 200 SMA would be a call. All right. Again, you're getting the 21 and the 200 getting somewhat far apart too. Something to think about on the 1 hour, which usually price action can stall out a little bit. So again, I'm not 100% and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a bot. I'm not a computer. And even they're not right every time. So there's no guarantees that we know exactly what's going to happen. We just play the probabilities every single day. And we show you all the pitfalls and all the things that you need to watch out for. Like this is a shoulder, a head, and kind of right shoulders. This has Bart Simpson vibes. You're not hitting, you're getting lower and lower each time. You're not making it back above the previous high. We did crawl up on the 7. We started this upward trend. That's great. But is it sustainable is the question. So I see sideways or more downside really, unless we can get a crazy move here for Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to slap open Bookmap. It's going to show me the liquidity. We're going to see how the liquidity kind of responds to what we're seeing on the charts here in the stochastic and on the technical analysis. And then we're going to go from there. Boom, boom, boom. Not right now. Okay. Okay, I reloaded. And I'm going to let Bookmap just kind of load up for a second and give me some liquidity, and then we're going to get to it. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. Nano had a bit of a move earlier today. It's funny, Nano. Shout out to my man who gave me Nano. I still have 258 Nano. You've given me $258 in the last couple years just feeding Nano into that account. Appreciate you. You got to watch out for totalitarianism. It could happen here in America. Anything could happen. Do we need to stay vigilant? Our forefathers taught us that we always had to watch out. Oh, that's kind of cool, huh? Seeing the Bookmap in the background. You know what I could do? It's interesting. I just had an epiphany. Oh my God. I could put Bookmap in here instead. Would it fit? And you could just see Bookmap running in here. That's kind of crazy. Who likes that? Who likes seeing Bookmap, like just watching the liquidity? Can't see as much, but it's kind of cool. You can just see the buys and the sells. Interesting. Interesting way to do it. Again, when I use the Bookmap cam, I'll have to switch it back up. So it's not sustainable at the moment, but it works. But it works. I know we got 500 people in this chat alone. I mean, the chat is flying. Boom, boom, boom. And there's a lot of people in the chat. Looks good. How was your holidays? Love it. That's perfect. Looks cool. I could see it getting annoying. Yeah, right, over time. I run it all day, getting used to it, my man. It steers the eye away from the chats. I dig it. Dope. Song, song, song. Bird, 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 my man. Songbird. Maybe price range of 250. Big green bubble. Wow, chat is flying right now. You people are amazing. How's everybody doing today? How you feeling? Put your price. What will Bitcoin be at the end of 2023? Let me know your price. I want to know what you guys think Bitcoin will be at the end of 2023. Actually, let's just get a, let's just run to Twitter. I mean, I always ask things, but run to Twitter. What will the price of Bitcoin be January 1st, 2024? What will the price of Bitcoin be January 1st, 2024? Let me know. Let me know how you feel. I want to know. Let's see what we come up with together. Let's just see what the general consensus likes, you know. Shout out to everybody here. Chat is bumping. Chat is bumping. We see 26K, 36K, about 350. Answer that twit. Send it to the twit. I appreciate it. And honestly, we had a tweet going out right now. We're going to find someone's going to receive $100 in BTC right now. Let's take a look. I've been tweeting a lot lately if you haven't noticed, right? I said, show me. Let's see here. Where did I put it? Right here. Do you really love Bitcoin more than me? 4,730 views. Only 32 retweets. 40 quotes. How many people responded to the tweet here? 62 comments, 32 retweets, 78 likes. That's awesome. We'll take that. Do you really love Bitcoin more than me? Show me without showing me. Let's go. Best tweet gets 100 USD in BTC, right? It was the first crypto I picked up and the only one that I could stack as well. Never put your faith in man, my man. Keep Bitcoin. I'll take a free class so I can stack more BTC. Look at that. He wants the free class. Interesting, right? No life for Bitcoin gives me hope for the future, but you give me hope for today. I'll take my profits every day, my man. I will be free. I will live the life I deserve. I am grateful for the life that the lifer brings, man. God bless you, man. That's cool. Society, I like that. Lifer friend. You are my forest, Lieutenant Dan. That's so awesome. Bitcoin is no matter of life or death. It's more important than that. It's not a matter of your phone. I like that. Mike Fitz. 2023, it was one of the red room, ready to start the drill. All of a sudden, Bitcoin notification popped up out of nowhere. Bitcoin price is below my alert. Next, I remember it's reaching for my phone and buying Bitcoin. The same money was about to go to the poor lady beside me. I don't know what I ain't gay, but one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. I don't know what he's saying. I love Bitcoin because it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Bitcoin. Oh, yeah. You gave me the knowledge. Bitcoin gave me the power. Couldn't have gone down this path without either of you. Shout out to Jonna Lange. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Mr. Guapo loves Biddy. I talked to my girl into naming our son with the initials BTC. To this day, she has no idea of the significance. So cool. Anthony, you're the man, dude. $1,000 is 9 doubles away from 1 million. 1 million is 9 doubles away from 9 billion. Look at that. 18 doubles, and you're in there, and you're a billionaire. Like that. I love Bitcoin because I am Satoshi. Love that. Love that. Oh, and I got to make sure we comment. I like all the comments. I'm retiring in 3.5 weeks from a 20-euro job because of the knowledge I have learned. Unreal. Unreal. Show me the Bitcoin and I will show you the future. Every time I go to the bank, we're taking this tweet. That's going to the testimonials. And team, stuff like that is important too if we can stay on track. Also, team, I did the whole subconscious mind thing. I did the thing about like not getting into the past and present. That needs to be clipped out. Stuff like that has to be clipped out. I don't know why. I don't do all those things for no reason. I do those for them to be clipped out. I would like confirmation from the team. Hey, I clipped that out. Hey, we saw you do that yesterday. Because if not, it gets thrown to the wayside. And my mind remembers everything because I have an insane brain. So what will happen is a month will go by and then I'll have a meeting with everyone. I'm going to be like, why wasn't this done? Why wasn't this done? Where was this? What happened to this? And I'm just going to like freak out. And I don't want to freak out. So help me help you guys. And let's stay on point every single day. And you probably did it already. I may be complaining about, or I may be pointing something out that's already been done. Every time I have to go to the bank, I wear this t-shirt. I know, I love it. I love it. Crypto chick. 21 million Bitcoin, crypto lifer, my man. Of course not, my friend. Love your content, work at the city, dedication, and that you love what you do and love your family and followers' responses. So we love you, big guy. Stay cool. Shout out to Crypto Crank. Love the Crypto Lifer Show. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you for the love. And I gotta pick somebody. Close my bank account, mic drop. I like that. That's making me laugh. I'm picking this guy, Andrew Myers. Andrew Myers. I'll DM him and let him know that he won. DM Andrew Myers if you can, team, and let him know that he won. $100 BTC, ready to rock. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, and that has been done. Appreciate that, and that's what we do here on the channel. We give back to each and every one of you. If you give back to me too, you help that algorithm, you help that Twitter pump. Hey, it's worth it for me, it's worth it to you. We have a little bit of an exchange of love there, and it helps out. So keep coming back. We'll keep giving you the love. Can we do Sol TA? Looking for a short entry at 15. Interesting. Let's take a look at Solana. See if there's money in Solana. So here I am with Bitcoin's update. Really sideways or to the downside, in my humble opinion, unless we see some crazy movement. And that brings me to the bookmap cam. Let's go to Bookmap Cam, baby, and let's do it. Let's do it real good. So Bookmap Cam running right here. What is Bookmap? Bookmap shows me where liquidity orders are. It also shows me when people are getting liquidated. So I can find out when, longs are getting exposed or shorts are getting exposed. When I see a lot of shorts get exposed, it tells me it might be a good time to then open the short, but I want to see the shorts get liquidated first, right? I don't want to be part of the liquidations. I want to come in after the liquidations, all right? So when we zoom out here and we take a look, first thing I do is I just look at the blobs. You can see there's kind of more buy liquidity than there is sell liquidity if you really had to judge it. There's a little more action right now, right at this section. They're trying to sell more Bitcoin at 16,000, 17K, 16,900 than they're attempting to buy, right? So you see more red lines. If there's darker red, it's telling me the heat map has bigger buys. The darker the red, the bigger the buy, okay? Now, and then if it's a huge buy, it's a big green dot. If it's a smaller buy, right now we're getting some indecision. Not a lot of big movement here, right? Indecision in the market. So it's showing me sideways behavior. And if anything, I'll pump up possibly to 16,090 and a sell-off. So showing me maybe a pull up to 17K. There's a little bit of liquidity, but they're starting to build more liquidity down here. 16,700, 16,006. It's showing signs of a move to the downside. This liquidity is showing signs of move to the downside. It's building more blocks here than it is up here. So, and that kind of coincides with what I'm looking at too, but you never know. You never know. All you can go is by probability. There's no guarantees at all. At all. Like, are we out of this channel? Did we break out? We kind of did. This is pretty lackluster to me. All right. Pretty lackluster. I see more downside because Bitcoin consistently has made lower lows and hasn't been able to get above the previous resistances. So it's simple to me, right? So I see Bitcoin breaking down out of this falling wedge to the downside. Measured move would take you to here. But anything is possible. I'll play it level by level. We do have this nice support zone building at 16,750, which has held. Bounce, 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 bounce. You keep hitting it, how long will it hold, though, is the question. So, and there's the idea that this is possibly a rising wedge and possibly making a bearish retest, see, of that zone there. So, this is what we're watching. 15-minute is also getting spent and rolling over. 1 hour has momentum. That's the one thing we're watching is this 1 hour momentum. Watching this flag. Okay. It can continue. Their 1 hour does have momentum, but even if it gets up here, if it resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, all three are heavy resistance points for a break back to the downside. This just could create like a slanted M pattern, see? And then the M will drop to the downside. So until the bulls can get us back above 17,000, 17,300, I remain bearish. Pretty simple to me. Nothing really changes for Bitcoin. And that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell, right? Let's take a look at the total market cap. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for being here. Let's take a look at the total market cap for Bitcoin. Okay. Total. We saw that it had resistance. It broke back above the resistance. I talked about 775. Who remembers me going over? Damn it. I'm doing this too much. Just went over Bitcoin and I got to stop. I got to remember that I never had Bookmap Cam. I just implemented it. You know what it is? I'm going to get my Stream Deck back up and running. I'm going to have Stream Deck right here and I'm going to touch the button and it's going to be so easy. I'm not going to forget. I greatly apologize for that. Really quick, Bitcoin in the rising wedge, likely to break to the downside. 1 hour could push us up. Even there, resistance. I see resistance all the way up. 4 hours not in our favor. 22 hours not in our favor. I see a move to the downside because we can't get above the previous highs. It's really simple. We're also batting this point of control. We seem to be right above it. That's okay so far, but it could be short-lived. We are above the point of control. We could get a short squeeze. We did look at Bookmap, and we can see the liquidity does not really corroborate a story for a short squeeze to the upside. Anything is possible. I've seen anything happen at any moment. But these probabilities are highly likely we're dropping to the downside or sideways for Bitcoin. All right. And there we have it. That's basically what I said real quick when I had Bookmap up. All right. Take a look here at the total market cap. You have resistance, bouncing right here. Okay. We bounced right there off that zone. I want to see if the total market cap can hold 777s. Funny. The 777s have been such an interesting number that's been coming into my life the last 4 months, 5 months. I never saw 777 or 77, and now it just seems to be like always around. It's interesting. So we're at the 777s here. Can the total market cap get a move of about 2% back to $794 billion? That would be amazing. 1 hour suggests that we could do it, and we are holding the support zone. However, this is giving me some Bart Simpson vibes. If you don't know what a Bart Simpson is, all you have to do is Google it, Bart Simpson in trading. I found out about Bitcoin. I didn't really see it, and no one really talked about it in other charts, but there's a Bart. See, it's a squiggly line. You move to down, squiggly line. It looks like Bart's head. And so we have the idea here that we got a Bart Simpson head. You can see it. I've seen a Bart Simpson head just like this many, many times. It's giving me many Bart vibes. Who here is getting Bart Simpson vibes from Bitcoin? Who here is getting Bart Simpson vibes? Let me know. Please say yes in the comment section. Put a thumbs up. Say bot. Say I got a bot vibe. Bart, yes. Bart vibes, yes, sir. Yep, we got Bart vibes, yep. Interacting with the crowd. Robert G got Bart vibes. Mark Pilla, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Jamie's got Bart vibes. Shout out to Jamie in the house. Appreciate you, Jamie. Love you, brother. Mark T, Sunny Wild, Biomensch. A lot of people feeling the Bart right now. 17,200 then drop. Roger that. Cowabunga. Check the 1 minute flag though. Yeah, please. But again, this is the 1 hour. 1 hour. So 15 minute could roll up, get the bit of a pump, then make a flag, reset, and then the 1 hour can get busy today. It can happen. 15 minute will give us confirmation. We don't have to worry. Once the 15 minute really confirms either a flag or a fallback, it's really going to tell us how the strength of the 1 hour is to play out into the afternoon. So we watch the 15 minute for the next hour to 2 hours. It's going to really give us the confluence and the confidence whether we want to trade long or short into the night, into the afternoon at least, into the night. So crucial level, we lose this, we're falling right back down. All right. Remember, this is the same rising wedge that Bitcoin's in. Don't get it twisted. You could have said that we broke down from it and we're bearishly retesting, which looks to be the case. Being nice is including it in the chubby angle, but you got a rising wedge. To me, that's it. You did break down from it. It makes more sense here. Doesn't mean we can't get a move. And this is kind of cut with a handle too, which is interesting. Just open-minded. I'm seeing all the different things that I can see. I gave my list of pros. I gave my list of cons, and then I come up with what I think makes the most sense. All right. All right. XRP in bad shape. Yeah, it is. And we don't know what's going on with that, with the case. They're really pulling it on. You're not a good friend that knows about government, understands how it works. You know what I mean? Has been involved for years. And he said, you know, they could keep that case going on forever. They could just keep, they have endless money, you know? They keep using, it's crazy. They can use our money, which is weird, to fight against something. Some people's taxes are being used to fight against their own investment. Like, what a weird, like, your money fighting your money, you know? That's why I like Bitcoin. One of my money's in my hardware wallet. And get yourself a Trezor today. Link in the description below. These things are amazing. Trezor Touch. All the ERC20 tokens you could imagine. A bunch of the hottest coins. Trezor will get you where you need to be. Trezor Touch. Okay? Trezor Touch. You can also implement your Trezor Touch onto your MetaMask wallet. So you can't get into your MetaMask wallet without a Trezor. I highly advise you add a hardware wallet to your MetaMask wallet. Something you can do today. And you'll never be kind of freaked out or without access. You basically no one will be able to get in your MetaMask without your Trezor. It turns your MetaMask into a hardware wallet, essentially. These are all the things that people should be doing. I can teach you all the security that you need. BOOKMAP starting to move to the upside. You see a little bit of liquidity there, a short squeeze on BOOKMAP. Link in the description below to BOOKMAP. I do make a commission if you jump on in, but you won't get a better discount than through my link, so you might as well if you like it. And look, you can put it on Doge. You can put it on any coin you want. So it can help you out, make decisions, and help balance out what else you're seeing in the market. That's why I really like BOOKMAP. And that's why you can get the free versions. You can look at them, but having it at home, having access to it, being able to use it the way you want to use it is crucial. Oh, the laundry's done. I told my wife to never run the laundry during my live stream, and I've asked many, many times. Makes me look low budget when the dryer goes off. She doesn't care. I've asked her numerous times. Doesn't matter. So there you have it. She said she's not going to stop the laundry because of my live. That's a battle we have in the house now. Going to continue to go. Chemistry Bro, I saw you on another live stream. Let me think what live stream it was. Frankie Candles. I think I saw you on the Frankie Candles live stream last night, if I'm correct. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. I have a photographic memory. I remember like 90% of the things I saw. And I saw your name last night. At least it smells fresh in there. That was the laundry. I thought it was the sound of success. You can do the laundry from now on your time. Oh my God. Do you think about the responses that would make me feel embarrassed before you write them? Are you like, this would really put him in his place in front of everybody? So that's what I'm going to say. You know, don't worry, you'll get yours, wifer. I just won't give you any Satoshis this month. You'll get no Bitcoin. So what do you say to that? Zero Satoshis for BB. You need to use Sonopan for your walls to stop the sound of it. Thank you. I can see a diamond pattern on GMT. Sick burn. I know, she burns me. She likes to burn me publicly. She likes to make it burn publicly in front of everybody. She likes to embarrass the lifer. You know, every once in a while someone will say, like, I was in Florida and one guy was like, you're like a celebrity. And she said, oh, please, my husband is not a celebrity. Like, he's like, no, but people look it up to him like a celebrity. You know, and I didn't let that get to my head. I was like, whatever. But so then I go home and she's like, go do the dishes. She's like, go clean the toilet. She's like, please. Celebrity. She laughs. She thinks it's hilarious. You know, I was like, babe, I'm known around the world. Like, I'm the lifer, babe. You know, whenever I try to mess with her, I'm like, you know who you're talking to? I'm talking to a crypto lifer. Like, man, she's the best, man. We poke fun. We have fun with each other. We make it work. You know, I can tell she is your energy balance. When a problem comes along, you must whip it. Laundry is the lifer way. You guys are hilarious. Shout out to the chat. Chat is out of control today. Chat rate at 16. You people are unbelievable. Thank you so much for the love. And this is fun. So we're going to have to get through the bear market somehow. All right? Some way. So we got Bitcoin pretty figured out for today. Right? It breaks this level. We're going to short down to this point of control. Starts to break up. We get a flag in the 15-minute. We're going to long up to this area. 15 minutes going to give us the confirmation of the move. I can teach you all this if you take class. But you got to get educated and you got to want it. I teach class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30, but I also teach it the last Saturday of every month. Jump on in this Saturday because I didn't do it last month because I was traveling. So jump on in this Saturday. I teach class in 2 days. Oh my God. 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. I can't wait to do it. I'm going to see a bunch of awesome people there. It is filling up already. And jump on in as soon as you can. We like to have about 15 people in the class. Sometimes I go over, but I try not to. And we're already almost at half capacity. So jump on in. Today, $60 if you're in the trading group, $100 if you're not. And then once you learn from me, you're going to learn so much. You're going to get inspired. I'm going to tell you my life story a little bit where you spend 20 minutes kind of giving you kind of how I got where I'm at. A little bit of an inspiration. Hey, I would run for that for $60 to learn. But jump on it. I'm almost 40 years old. I'll turn 40 in April. And so I've seen a lot of markets. I've been trading before cryptocurrency. I can show you a bunch of different stuff. Anyway, let's break down the markets. Who asked about a coin here? What are the super chats? Any super chats, Blue Crew? Any super chats, Blue Crew? I see $11.98 in the till. Any super chats from my Blue Crew? Crypto class on how to do laundry. Yeah, anytime. You are $40. You are $40. No. BTC moving. Shout out to Justin Burdick. BTC moving. Are you on the 1 minute? I'm just starting to pump. Starting to get a little pump here. 7 minute got a little flag pump in there. But it's extended. You're at the 200 SMA. To me, you never know. I mean, we did get short squeeze right now. To me, I feel like they just went and got the shorts. I always want to move Bookmap, and I realize I don't have to. I got Bookmap Cam. They just liquidated 2 shorts, 3K and 237 and 17 accounts just got liquidated. See, these are the liquidations that occur here for Bookmap. You can't see this anywhere else. I mean, Bookmap is bonita, right? So we entered into that liquidity blob, 16,009. We added a little more red action. You can see we're kind of heading further into that liquidity zone. I did show you the 1 hour does have bullish feels. It's oversold. But I'm not buying it really yet on the small time frames. They're not showing me that they got a lot of love. This could be the perfect time to show. I mean, you can't. Look what I see here, though. Shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. You see that? That isn't inverted. It's an inverted head and shoulder for sure. 68% chance you can get to the measured move. It's already kind of halfway there. And again, I'm not 100%. What I say isn't 100. If I had to call it, it looks like the 1 hour is going to break to the upside. Boom. Get to this area at 793 billion. It would be amazing. We'd get a nice, $17 billion into the market, really. 16 billion. But the small time frames will tell us, like I showed you, just watch the 15-minute flag. That's all we got to do. Got to see how this reacts. And that will tell us the special sauce. Let's look at our bigger time frames and we'll look at ES1. I want to look at the futures market. Wow, gave it all back. Pretty sad. So futures, we had this in a flag, suggested it could break to the upside. It did. It got that move. Tight moving average is pumped up. But look, resistance, sideways resistance, dump. It's front running Bitcoin a little bit, dumping to the downside. Let's try to get a grip on this. What kind of, I don't listen to this kind of, I'm not into that. I don't know. It's not my thing. Like women sing. Like I love women and all that, but just like, it's just, it doesn't go for me with trading. Like it's not trading music. Like trading music needs to be a little more intense, a little more grinding. I didn't notice that the music had kind of changed in the background there. Next thing you know, I was like, what is that? Like, just not what I'm into. It's weird because I have a certain feel that I go for and find similar. Yeah, see, I'm asking for progressive house with 121 BPM, and it's giving me like soft house and deep house and weird house. Like, it just, they don't do a good job consolidating the music, in my humble opinion, on this, on Epidemic sound. That's my biggest criticism of them. Like, I have an idea of the sound I want, but they don't keep it. Super chat, soul and tone. Oh yeah, someone wanted to show short Solana. $10 super chat. Happy New Year's. Can you take a look at MKR? Looks ready to move. God bless. Maker DAO in the house. So we'll take a look at Maker in a second. So ES1. We looked at it in this kind of cup and handle, right? It still technically is, and the daily does want to move to the upside. So what I do is I delete everything that I had going. I take away my moving averages because I need clarity. We all need clarity. Especially the beginners. We got resistance really at the top. Okay, shoulder, head, and shoulder dropped, right? That's resistance. That's support. Things been in this broadening falling wedge, you could say, and it fell out one time. That's the best way I've been taking it, right? You draw your fib and you could still get down here to the golden pocket, so, and that would take you down to 3,100 for the S&P futures. Why are we looking at the S&P futures? Because they tell a story about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's been very correlated to the S&P. It's like a tech stock, and they consider Bitcoin technology, so that's kind of how the cookie crumbles for Bitcoin. Now, we got rejected by the top trend line. You would assume, as a pattern trader, we would end up somewhere down here at the bottom of the trend line. Bing, right? That's what you assume. We lost the point of control where we tried to get above. You would assume we would head to the lower level of liquidity right here. Now, there's a chance we double bottom for the S&P. Well, watch that. Watch me. I do this a lot. I called a reversal on the S&P way back here at this price. When S&P was down here in October, I said S&P to reverse, and I called that reversal. It's been set in stone ever since I called it. So that's why if you come here every day and we go over what we go over, you'll definitely get the insight that you never thought possible. Look here. If we look at the live, And, oh no, the videos. But where is it? I remember what it looked like. I'm S&P, I'm making a call. This is where I called that the S&P would reverse. Here, not really. Here, there is the last, just like for anyone watching this and anyone that's invested in any market throughout the world. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But I am calling a reversal in world markets. I am calling a dump in the dollar. I am calling a bigger move than most people see. If 3,700 can hold, then we can get to 4,000. We get to 4,000. This wedge is breaking out. We're getting above this resistance point, and we can see some serious moves back in the world markets. We could even head into some type of bull rally in 2023 for crypto. I don't want to be 100% on anything. Anything is possible. But I'm just showing you, we have never seen this indicator. We haven't seen this indicator since 2016 show signs of this. And it's not even an indicator. It's something you have to figure out. It's like a scavenger hunt that you find. I know this juxtaposition. So that's me calling the reversal on the S&P right there. And look at that beautiful move. Anyone watching my channel, anyone figuring out how to use the special sauce that I teach would have made a boatload of money in any single market. And I boldly came out on the day it bottomed and boldly stated, and it was based on probability. I knew there was a lot of probability behind me because I backtested the things. Everything I say is based on math. I've done a bunch of math. So when I say something, I've done a bunch of research on it. And so when I come out and say it, makes me look good, but I already know the math is there for me. Higher probability that the math is going to take care of me, and I'm not going to lose, right? So that's kind of how I go about what I do, all right? I really, really stick to my sauce, right? And the sauce really gets me to the next level. So this, let's see what we have here now. So I saw a huge bullish divergence on the weekly on the S&P. I'd never seen it before. The last time I saw it was in 2015, as I was saying. It had been a long time. So you do have this cup and handle for the S&P. This is what I kind of had drawn before, all right? Levels, you have kind of a choppy area at resistance, You're bouncing. This really needs to hold for the daily. The daily suggests it can. And this would be a beautiful move out of this wedge. Now, if we could break out of this wedge and be done with it forever, it would be great. I'd like to see us close above 40,000, 4,300, all right? That's really like Bitcoin's 18K, and, you know, I think this might be Bitcoin's 18,003. All right. Another super chat coming on in there. Thank you. Can you chart the top 100 coins real quick, please? Start with OP and working backwards, or just OP, whatever. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind for $5? Heck no. I would never do that. You're out of your entire mind. I love you, but I don't work for you. All right. Jesus Louise. Can you chart 100 coins for $5? We also have a policy, 1 coin per super chat. So you'd have to give me 100, 5 times 100, right? So you ready to give me a $500 super chat, which I've gotten many times. It won't be the biggest deal in the world. I got another $500 super chat. I've gotten it many times. But it sounds rude, but hey, I've gotten a bunch of $500 super chats in my life. Kind of insane, right? A lot of weird things have happened to me that I never thought possible. But so no, I will not do that. I will do OP and only OP. What does everyone think about that? How does everyone feel about my response to that? How does everybody feel about how I responded to that? Did you like the way I responded? Should I go and do 100 coins and just work my butt off till my hand falls off? How should I respond? Jamie, what would you do? Fair. Thank you, friend, is funny. Well said. Love it. Appropriate. Hey, bro, can you chart the top 10,000 coins? Yeah, right away. I'll get it done right away. Let's start right now. I just posted the KuCoin tutorial link I made in the Discord TA learning thread on the limit sells for those that would wanted it. I hope it helps. Tag me with any questions. Thanks, lifers. We have so many people willing to help you making tutorials for you. I'd spend the next month charting those coins. You're out of your mind. One is enough. You're funny. Sam, DXY correlation with Bitcoin, right? DXY is pumping, so at a certain point, DXY will dump. So it'd be stupid seeing the daily has room. We would see perhaps Bitcoin to 18K. Possible, Armin. We'll take a look at that, though. We'll break it down. Solana, Toll, Maker, and OP. Wow. Super chats are kind of bubbling up now. Just joking, lifer. OP, please. Shout out to B Striker 86, man. Thank you for the $2 for jumping back in there. You didn't need to do that. God bless you. I'm sorry. I took it off. I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean. Lifer, can you just chart all the crypto coins, please? I'll check back in an hour. Yeah, for sure. Right away. Don't do 10,000. Only do KuCoin coins. DXY Deathcross incoming on the daily. Listen to my man Sprag. I always forget how to say your name, but Spragia Tohas, right? I'm late. Hey, you might be. So back here. So could we be doing this too as well? A shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder for the S&P, getting us to break on out of this to the upside, suggesting that we could get a bit of a move. Now we go to the oscillators. The daily wants to move. The MACD is turning, so the S&P is showing signs of a move to the upside. However, we must hold where we're at right now. It's like crucial. We lose it, we're going to drop for at least a double bottom, and then down here to this lower trend line at 32.98. That's going to bring Bitcoin down to like 15,008, 16,000, maybe even lower. Okay. Wow, super chats are coming in frenzy. What do you think about Jupiter? Shout out to Lonnie Camillo. Shout out to Lonnie Camillo. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Shout out to Matt Uding. How do you feel about GALA? Gaming industry and crypto really pissed that bear off. You know, I love GALA. We started getting into GALA when it first came out, when it first came on KuCoin. We found it. Sam, give to Mr. 100 request. Sam, give to Mr. 100 request my... I don't understand this. Sam, give to Mr. 100 request my super chat. I have no idea what that means. Can you please write in clear English sentences that make sense to me? I know I typo, but at least I write in clear sentences. GALA is my favorite for DCAing right now. The one who asked 100 coins request my super chat. Oh, the OP? Yeah. Good Lord, this chat. I know, right? Okay. Solana, Tone, MakerDAO, OP, Jupiter, and GALA. Wow, you guys are putting me to the test today. I love it. I love it. Ooh. Bring me back, baby. Bring me back. All right. Let's start with Solana. So wait, let me just finish with the total with at ES1. We get the total market cap. We got Bitcoin, and we have a pretty good handle on what Bitcoin's doing. We know what time frames to watch for confirmation. Okay. Sam likes the challenge. No, I love the challenge. I absolutely love it. And at 11 o'clock, it's a perfect time to begin the altcoin frenzy. Let's go, baby! Sorry, it just comes out of me, and I just can't. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, sorry. I have some issues. But I don't mind being myself. You know, I couldn't do that at work. Imagine when I was at work, I'd just be like, yes, in the middle of the freaking hallway. People would be like, I used to do stuff like that. I didn't care, man. People thought I was out of my mind. And I said, you know what? I don't live for you. I just don't live for you. You know, I live for God, man. So, and you know what I mean? I don't... whatever. So falling wedges break to the upside. The daily wants to push up. MACD turning. There's some signs of life here for the ES1. All right. However, the 22-hour wants to dump in your face. And funny, the 22-hour has been more accurate for me recently. I kind of play it off with the daily. I kind of look at them together. Adds another layer of confusion to people that are just getting started. But once you kind of get the probabilities down, they start to make sense. Could we flip up or do we get the move? And that's why I go to small time frames, because small time frames give you the confirmation of what's about to occur. So 50 minutes says we go sideways, but at least we probably break up. 1 hour says we're a little spent and we're at a resistance that we can't get back above. Wouldn't be surprised if we did break back down. 4 hour time frame is actually kind of in a good place, like it could be curving for a higher low. Bounce. S&P is really holding this 38, 33 area. Like that's some vicious support. But bear flagging, right? I mean, brings you right back down to the end of that channel. So the next, by Friday afternoon, we should see, we might go sideways. But so S&P has been sideways, likely to me, because it hit the top of the channel and breaks down. But there's a chance this cup and handle can save the day for the S&P. So we're going to watch this closely. This is also on my radar, the S&P. All right. 99 more super chats, and we will have that list. Yeah, just send them on in. Shout out to Jamie for the 333. You didn't have to do that. God bless you, Jamie. I'll reimburse all super chats from Jamie. Jamie works for me, so when he sends in a super chat, I'm like, and I don't say he works for me. He works with me. He helps me build. That's how I like it. I don't have employees. I just have people that want to see my dream and build my dream with me. I don't call them employees. I don't think they work for me. We work together. They see my vision, I see a vision, and together we co-create. They're co-creators. But you compensate them because they spend a lot of their time. And I got to make sure that they got food and you know what a few things that they need. I'm not huge. I'm not there yet, but I do the best I can. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all. Please, to be doing 100 to 200, 101 to 200 while you're there. Just love lemon water. I love lemon water. Yes. Makes me feel good. Like, I love it. Can you imagine my wife dealing with all my energy? She deals with it. You know where she deals with it. You know where she... You would not believe some of the things I've done at my jobs. I have videos if you're curious. You're funny. Tonic is pumping. I wonder why. Funny. Tonic. You're doing their laundry? Anybody watch the Madoff doc on Netflix? No. Must be amazing. I love the laundry cup and handle. You're funny. LOL. Cozy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Thank you for being here on the live stream. I appreciate you all more than you would ever know. I'm going to grab a lemon water because of you. Thanks. Hey, man. I checked it out yesterday. Fire. Hi, Doodle, for my super chat, Sam. Hi, Doodle, for your super chat. Now you're going to send that in like on the low? Okay. All right. Let's begin the super chat frenzy. Let's take a look at Soul. My man wants the short Soul at 15. He's like, well, I already did it right now. It's been an hour. So he was in a Soul short at 15. Okay. What I see is you had Vitalik coming out with some bullish news. All right. That got everyone a little excited for Solana. All right. But at the same time, you have heavy resistance right here. Clear as day at 15, right? I mean, good place to short Solana. To me, it was in a bear flag. And it's good to tell the story so you can kind of understand what's happening. And there was your measured move out the bear flag, right? And with a wick to the downside. He came out with that information, kind of pumps, sold, did a V-shaped recovery back to the upside. Crazy move because it went from 8 all the way back up to 14. I mean, almost did 100% gain. Now it's holding a bit of a flag here. I mean, that is a flag. Okay. And you can say that it broke above this and this. So it has support here and support there, technically. Okay. 4 hour wants to move. 22 hour is absolutely spent, which tells me to be very, very careful. Daily's getting extended. All right. Now you're going to look for some bearish divergence. You have it here. I mean, swing up to swing up. That's pretty much a downtrend. So you have some bearish divvy there that tells you that could be your divergence. And you did have a resistance right there. Because right here, you can see that you bounced a bunch of places that you had resistance at. So it's the reason why we hit that area and we fell to the downside. So here's the deal. If you have a lot of guts and you're a little nuts, then you would try to long the 4 hour for a scalp, right? I don't play that. I don't trade the 4 hour when the 22 hours beat to like super overbought. But I have seen the 4 hour play out. So it could just kind of do this, come down, come up again, and it'll kind of do this. It'll come up and it won't do anything, and you'll dump to the downside. The bigger time frame usually does lead the way. 4 hour tells me to take profits in the short, right? Down. I mean, the profit taken was down here when the 4 hour got super overbought. Oversold. That was time to start taking profits. I mean, right? I mean, so like if you're in it and you're in the short and it gets low, and you get to the lowest point, I mean, that would have been a beautiful time. Came back up, so you lost a bunch of the short money that you had. Now you're wondering, do you take profits? For me, I just like to take them when I'm up. You play games right now, this can come back up and you lose all your profits. So you do whatever makes you happy. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an investment advisor. I don't have a license to do any of that stuff. So I can't tell you what to do with your money. I just can't. All I can do is show you what I'm doing, show you how to make lines in a chart, teach you all these indicators, and teach you how to use TradingView, and show you the probabilities that are possible, right? Educate you, help you rebuild your subconscious mind, help you go after what you want in life. So yes, this flag could break to the upside. It could. And you'd be like, well, that's confusing, lifer. The 22's oversold, overbought. The dailies, but the 4 hour looks good. How do you know what to do? Well, that's your decision. I've come to terms that I don't like to trade the 4 hour when the 22 hours overbought. However, I've seen it play out. But that's up to you. When it plays out, I consider it a higher risk play. So if I trade the 4 hour when these two are high and it plays out, I consider it a higher risk move. Okay. Florida man, MMA and crypto. I love this guy. I mean, right off the bat, I got a guy that's into MMA and crypto. So I know he can protect me, right? If he was one of my friends, he could just, you know? That's great. And then number 2, he's into crypto, so he loves me because he knows I love crypto. So we already love each other. Great. And now we're going to read what he has to say. I haven't even read his comment, but I bet it's going to be awesome. Because his name's Florida Man, MMA. And I also love Florida, and I'm moving to Florida, so he's got everything that I'm looking at. Best part about Lifer is he spits out so many different ideas. You as a trader should have your own ideas and filter others' ideas with your own. Lifer is great for this. Aleister Crowley, world-renowned satanist, had a book called 777 and Other Magic Numbers. Really creepy, that guy. Yeah, do what that's will, right? Yeah. The indicator tell me that it's always a good time for an entry to the 99, baby. I love this. It's always a good time to get in the 99. Heck yeah. Kung Fu, baby. What belt does he hold in jiu-jitsu? That's a good question. I'm ready to move to Florida. Come on, Crypto Life Changer. Thank you for the Soul TA. I had pretty much the same idea. I appreciate all you do, Lifer. Christian. Black Magic, Satanic, Spooky Doo. Yeah, I know. Thank you for teaching and inspiring. Bro, Florida is the move. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm actually excited. Babe, I'm excited to move. Babe, today's the first day. I'm really excited. I'm excited to move to Florida. I worry about my mom and dad, man. I'm going to be away from them. They're not going to have me as close anymore. That's what really gets me in the goat. And they need me, so I don't know what to do. What does the R say? I got to make more money so I can move them down, give them a guest house, and just keep them next to me. Tell them they got to be with me. I got to become the richest guy in my family and just tell my whole family they got to listen to me. I'm not like force them to do stuff, but like they got to go on the trip to Aruba. They got to go on, you know what I mean? I'm going to force them. You got to go on destination Christmases. And Christmas in Florida, once we move to Florida, it's Christmas in Florida. I'll buy my whole family flights and make it so they can't come, they just have to come down. So this is why I have to make tons of money. Because I have to be the one to take care of my mom and dad when they get old, as they're getting old right now. I got to be the one to do it. Whatever they need, I got to get it for them. I got to be able to provide for everyone in my family. That's the key. That's why I work every single day, baby. I take care of your pool if I can live in the pool room. That's kind of creepy, Boomer. No, I'm not with that. I like people that have like a real business and a home. Like I'd rather hold a guy that actually like, you know, like he owns a pool business. And my wife would not be happy if you were living in the pool room. Right, babe? Babe? BB? She just leaves and like doesn't even tell me. Like crazy. Yeah, we have a crazy down here in Florida, but you know what that means. We are the most fun. We do this BS for our loved ones. Exactly. Hey, we got to do what we have to do. Let's get into the super chats. I am, so Solana could pump with a 4-hour time frame. I would watch this flat. If it can't, you know, it could even make an M pattern. I'd be looking for the M to continue the short, right? 22 hours says the short's going to continue to the downside. I see Solana continuing to go down. I really think that it's just going to collapse. Like, they're trying to revive it, but in my mind, I don't know, man. I don't have a lot of faith in it, personally. To me, it's a flag that can continue to the downside. Take you to negative, but how much lower can Solana go? That's the question, right? It can always get worse. Remember that. I'm in the same boat, but leaving Florida. Why are you leaving Florida? Why are you leaving Florida? I want to know people that are leaving Florida. Why are you leaving Florida? Let me know. I'll trim your trees if I can live in your treehouse. No. No. Tone, Maker DAO, OP, Jupiter, and GALA. Shout out to Lakochi Coker so neatly putting out. And shout out to my Blue Crew. You guys have a whole ecosystem that I don't even know about. You guys talk, meet, organize the live stream. Like, shout out to Love Learning. I know you probably had a huge role in that, making sure everything was going smoothly. And we had an issue with the Blue Crew, but it's all. I didn't even want to mention it, but shout out to everybody here. I love you all. I can't wait to move to Siesta Key. Andrew Sulo, dude, I'm moving. You're going to move too? Dude, are you going to move? Dude, Sulo, I'm moving to Siesta Key, man. Are you going to move? Dude, that'd be really cool, man. You've been one of my favorite people. We don't hang out all the time. But, dude, you should definitely move to Florida, man. Definitely. Anthony should too. The whole freaking family should move down to Florida. You know. But they already got that place in New Hampshire, which is pretty cool. I'll clean your kitchen if I could live in your pantry, right? Yeah. Been here 40 years, time for a change. And getting too crowded. And I don't know Spanish. Yeah, but Sarasota, you don't really need to know Spanish in Sarasota. You might be leaving Miami. Just move to Sarasota, man. It's like paradise compared to Miami. Completely different world down there. Would be great to move to Florida. We were in the flood from Ian. I will do the laundry if I can live in the doghouse. You're funny. Shout out to Laura Marshall. Laura, you would get a queen king bed with all the nicest POS sheets. Like, you would get the best, Laura. Come on. You deserve the best. Let's take a look at Tone. T-Food on KuCoin. Tone, baby Tone. All right, so I actually hold Tone long term. Why? Because I believe it's going to be in the supply chain. It's going to do something big for supply chains, and I believe it can tend to 20x. So I like the coin personally. All right, so I personally hold this thing. T-Food, okay? I like things like that. I like VeChain. I like sharing, even though it didn't do a dang thing. I believed in the project. I don't know whatever happened to Tim, the guy who created the project. I mean, I believed in him, man. Sharing really never did a dang thing, though. Some coins really just never. This last bull run was interesting. Like, the bull run before, every coin hit, no matter what it was. Like, you got like a 5 to 10x. This one, like, some coins just really didn't perform that well. It was really weird. You know, it was a lot different than I was used to. All right. Shout out to everybody here, man. I feel the energy today. Really, really good group of people, man. The chat is out of control today. This is insane. Good energy, man. Everyone's getting out of that 2020 hole. 2022 hole was just, 2022 was just weird, man. It was like a vortex. It sucked us all in. You know what I mean? People were trying to get out of there still. Jesus. So this is what I see for Tone. It's making kind of this trend. It did break this low, though, and made a lower low. You have to contend with that idea. Or you could say, I guess not, double bottom. All right, double bottom, which is great. Look at our 22 and our daily. Daily got momentum. 22 is a little higher than I would like it to be, and pointing to the downside, is it not? Let's double check on that. Yeah, bearish cross and pushing to the downside. Interesting. T-Food could go lower. A lot of these new coins could go to zero too. Just because I hold it long term, don't get excited. I'm a speculative guy. Some of these things could go to complete nothing, right? That's how you make millions of dollars. You got to speculate on a few things that are a little sketch. For me personally, that's how I look at it. I make my money regularly trading. I DCA to Bitcoin. I make sure that I have a good reserve of money. And when I have some extra, I'm a little risky when it comes to the coins that I think it could do, because that's how you 100x. Like, you can't 100x without getting speculative. You know, I got into SafeMoon, high risk. You had to open up the MetaMask, had to send the money to MetaMask, high risk, all that, right? No one knew what it was. It was all new. But, you know, it rewarded the people that took advantage of that play. So, Tone. 22 could break down. It's interesting. It's at a double bottom. This would have to flip for us. 4 hour has to be beat to the ground. It is. 4 hour wants to level off. If we zoom in here, I got a bit of a cup and handle on Tone. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. The way that man flipped that, ripped that, and dipped that, I can't believe it. But so there's your cup and handle for Tone here. You can even pull what I call a local fib, which is just a fib from wick to wick here. And you can see you're in the 706, 786. You've been in the golden pocket area, right? Can you do the TA on Flow, please? Thank you. Shout out to the Canadian $2 for the TA on Flow. And I'm excited today. Today, a lot of people are asking about altcoins coming back. People are coming back into the market, man. Our streams, the streamers, we're the ones who can feel the market coming back. And people are coming back into the market. I love it. Wondering your thoughts on SNX. I held it long term. Thought it would be a derivatives connection. You know, I was hyped about it. You know, and then you had that guy Tika Tawari pumping it, saying it was going to be the one. Lackluster did nothing. If they really begin to build that derivatives suite out and they do what they're supposed to do, there's also issues with the staking. It was high risk staking. Like, you could stake it, but you could lose it. Like, it was kind of weird. So Synthetics had a bit of a learning curve to it that I think pushed a lot of people away from the project personally. When I deep dived it and realized how hard it was to figure out, I realized that only guys like me would really jump into SNX. And so kind of, you know, it had that's a caveat that wasn't great for it. in my humble opinion. We have so many super chats to go over. You don't want to miss, and we have coins. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. So tone could break to the upside here on the 4 hour. 4 hour suggests a move. All right. 1 hour also suggesting a bit of a move here. So can tone break to the upside? Cup and handle for tone, gains of 19%. I see it happening based on the 1 hour, the 4 hour. We could see a move. Do not like the 22. It's not the worst. It's just in indecision. It's in some indecision. That's hard to say. It's in some indecision. It's in indecision. It's indecision. It's indecision. Right? Let's take a look at MakerDAO. MakerDAO in the game. MakerDAO. All right. Maker. So we zoom out and we see, wow, Maker even... These are even, it's crazy, even really substantial projects that like meant something and that worked really well. This thing was $30, right? Oh no, okay, it was $500, and it would go all the way back to $6,300, MakerDAO. And then it would come all the way back down to its bottom. It's basically at the bottom. If we go any lower, I mean, how could we, right? You're at like the bottom. So the bigger time frame, we get it. We see what's going on. We bottomed, or we're attempting to bottom. We need the rounded bottom now, though. That's how we bottom out, everybody, with the rounded bottoms. So we could be bottoming, but it's going to take some time now for us to really just kind of slowly bottom on out and then pull on out. We basically make the bull for the entire year of 2023. That's kind of how we're looking for. And we're going to get nice pumps up. Look at this like a total market cap idea. So MakerDAO, I see the same similar thing happening. Again, we could see the black swan and go lower to Bitcoin 6,000, 10,000. I'm open-minded. Anything is possible. But... this is generally what I see in the bear run the year before the halving. I've seen it, only once now, but I've seen two halvings actually. The 2016 halving, I got in right after that. Didn't really know what the halving was then though. Wish I had known about Bitcoin and the halvings in 2015. But there you have it, right? So MakerDAO. Now we zoom in. Take a look at our daily time frame, and it has some momentum. See that? It's curving up to the upside. RSI is in a falling wedge. There's a chance they could make some bacon on the beach. I do see that possibly coming. We take a look at the 4 hour time frame, and the 4 hours is a little spent for me. I don't like to get in when the 4 hours is that high. It usually tells me to be careful, to be wary, to be watchful. This one's tough. I don't buy bottoms personally, unless I really like the project. Like GALA and Wild and a few other coins that I really like are the only ones I would touch on. 4 hour is showing the bullish divergence though. You have swing up to swing up in the RSI, swing down here on the price action. Tells you should get a move back to the upside. However, I don't like where that 4 hour is sitting on the stochastics. 1 hour time frame could give you some legs. It wants to make a move. It's actually oversold and in a bit of a little flag here. So, and see, we did a lot of work, didn't we? We went from the daily, 4 hour. Like we didn't just kind of like, a lot of people just give you like support and resistance on the daily, talk about one thing and move on. I watch all the YouTubers. I watch what they do. I love them all. But I never get this much in depth on a super chat. Like whenever I ask about a super chat on another chart. Andy's pretty cool. I like Andy. Andy's pretty legit. He's a nice guy. So resistance. We're bouncing off the resistance. 1 hour flag, and just like Bitcoin, I mean, it's the same scenario. As you can see, everything follows BTC once it has, everything's following that 1 hour flag for Bitcoin. Bitcoin drops out of that part, tips in and dumps. This is going to dump right back down to the bottom of this channel, hit this area, at least this point of control. All right. So you're seeing if you can get 4.69%. I think there's so much better trades out there than MakerDAO, in my humble opinion. Like, there's just so much risk to get 4.69. I'd rather trade a smaller altcoin because I'm going to have the same risk on the move. It might actually do whatever it wants. Right. Back to Bookmap Cam, as I said before, sideways behavior, 16,840. When Bitcoin's sideways, tiny little alts on KuCoin like to fly. So that's my key to look for altcoin gems, baby. Okay, let's take a look at Optimism. Looked at it just the other day. I remember someone asking me about it. Optimism, a layer for Ethereum, which I believe can make bacon on the beach. So let's take a look at what I see happening for Optimism. I saw Optimism and 22 hours overbought. So I still have an alert on Optimism to come down to the bottom of the channel. See that line here? I got this blue line, which is my alert. And then I also have an alert here on the 22 hour. I've told people this alert. I want this 22 hour to come back down. And I want to buy the bottom of this channel for optimism. I do see a big move coming. It's slowly consolidating. Moving averages getting very tight. Showing signs of a movement. I just want to perfect my entry the best possible. All right. I don't know why I drew that. It could fall out, I guess, technically, but. So I want to see, and it could bump up to the upside in the 22-hour reset, and I'll get in there. So I'm looking to get in down here or get in down there. So that's kind of my trading style. I look for the retest areas for the approach. Retest areas for the approach. Okay. This is my special sauce. Putting the alerts on, watching the stochastics, waiting to get in at the bottom of the channel. This is what I do. I only buy bottoms. There, like I only buy bottoms of the channel. I would not buy anywhere else inside of market structure. That's not true. The only other place I would buy would be the retest of this area or the retest of this top trend line. But I do see a big move coming for optimism. I'm bullish on it. I like the project. I believe it could do some numbers. If anything could pop, optimism could pop. You can see that low, higher low, higher low. It's in an uptrend comparatively to the rest of the market. So it's doing something different. It's also above its 200 SMA, or it's slightly above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour. You have the 21 crossing too. That's a good sign. If you can stay above this, we could see a bit of a move. There's a flag here on the 4-hour time frame starting to move, like starting to be created. Watch this flag. See if you can break on out. Then, as I said before, the 22-hour would give a higher entry. Perfect entry would be the aggressive move back to the bottom of the pattern with the 22-hour resetting. That would be mwah. But will that happen? We don't know. I set up all the things that I would love to happen. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do. If they do, then you take advantage of what happens. So that's why you project your charts onto the market. Let the market fill in your charts. When the market fills in your chart, you take the trade. Well, I didn't start projecting until I was like 5 years deep into heavy TA. So like making the chart before it happened, being able to see, because you have to see so much price action to be able to be that confident about lines that don't exist already, right? But when you've seen so much price action, you realize there's only so many things price can do. It's unpredictable, yes, but the shapes that it makes to go in the regions that it can go in are predictable. So the move is somewhat unpredictable, but the shape it needs to make the move is not. So once you can shape it out, you can kind of pretty good an idea of where it can go. All right. Ocean, please. Ocean, that's something we're going to go over that tonight because it's on the token metrics list and it's on my radar back. I was a long-term holder of Ocean. Sand, ocean, and waves. I kept saying it. Sand, ocean, and waves, baby. Sand, ocean, and waves. All right. Now, is there a conspiracy theory right now that we can't get above 500 viewers on the live? Is it a conspiracy theory? What happened? Where are my lifers at? It's just like, I shouldn't bring it up again. I'm just going to probably plow through, but I'm a statistics guy. I'm an analytical guy. Let's do the math. Like, the math doesn't really make sense. Like, I used to get, if you go back on my lives, right? And again, I'm just going to spend a second on this, but I just want you guys to look at this. So you go all the way back to like months ago when my channel first really was like just, can even go back to last year, the beginning of last year. But 6 months ago, we're getting 3,000 to 4,000 views, and I only had like 30,000 subscribers. So now I have way more subscribers than I ever had. Look, 4,000 views, 3,000 views, 4,000 views, right? Averaging 3 to about 4,000 views a video. A few little ones here and there. But these are the ones that I edit, right? The edited ones are 1,900, but the live streams are doing great, right? And here we were back at 8 months ago. I was at 2,000, right? So the weird point of the story is this is back when I had like 17,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers. Now I have double the subscribers, but like, where did everybody go? The thesis is I added everybody during like the frenzy of the market, and now that the frenzy of the market, they've disappeared, but it's just like, it's just weird to me. Look, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, and I never took a day off. So I assume that if I never took a day off, my channel would continue to grow exponentially. I find out that's not the case, and I'm coming to the hard realization of that. And it hurts a little bit, I'll be honest, but it is what it is. I just know that in the long term, I'll be further off than I was before. But facts are facts. And I'm a math guy, and so the math doesn't make sense to me. And I shouldn't let it get to me, but all I do is analyze numbers all day. So of course I'm going to analyze the numbers on my channel. So, Sam, looking at the bright side, so fresh and so clean. I'm working in the shadows on my phone today. 100% still feeling all the life or love. I love y'all. Shout out to Wen Dizzle. We love you for the $5 super chat. Thank you for always supporting me. Your energy is unending. Your support of me is awesome. I can't remember how many days I've woken up, and I almost, I'm looking at my day, and I'm just like, and then I see something from you, and I go, you know what? She's got that energy. I got that energy. Let's go, baby. Folks catching replays. Maybe the live isn't mandatory. Yeah, but then the views should be going up if they catch the replays. I get that. That's okay. So the views should fly. You know what I mean? 5,000 views. Yeah, Boomer Dave, you said you need to do technical analysis on your views. Look for bearish divergence. That's where Bitcoin bottom might be in. Trend, yeah, I see what you're saying. TA on the view, all right. You go up, you come down. Just like everything in life. Everybody, let's take a moment of silence to pray for Damar again. We don't know what's happening. Still seems to be in a coma. I don't know the news, actually, so let's pray for Damar Hamlin. Dear Lord, as his family sits in waiting, wondering, praying, putting their faith in your hands, please do what is best for all of us in this scenario. If it's on you to take Damar, and may he be used in the greatest way possible in your teachings and in your life lessons through all of what we do. We do not understand everything in this life, but our faith helps us learn. Thank you, Lord, for everything, and may God bless Damar Hamlin and his family. Amen. And I'm not ashamed to pray on my live. Some people are. I'm not. And I don't care if it pisses people off or offends them or if they're not with it. Because I do what I think is the right thing to do at that time. All right. So optimism. Let's keep it moving. Yo, Lakochi, you're doing really good with the super chats. Like, because I just look up and they're there again. You're doing really good, man. Like, I really appreciate it. You're making it really easy for me. Because when I even have to go and look for them like this, it shows the slowdown. It shows the slowdown. It slows the show down. But when I can see them quickly like you're doing, it's unreal. So you're the man, dude. You're really helping the flow of the show. And so you're helping everybody in the live. And you're helping everybody in their time. So that's actually good karma for you. What you're doing right now is good for everyone around you. So God bless you, Lakochi Coker, for holding down the lifers and doing what you do, baby. Shout out to you and yours. Let's take a look at Jupe. Well, he said Jupiter, not Jupe. I don't know what Jupiter is. It's on Coinbase, USD. Let's take a look. It's a place in Florida, and that's Juniper, right? So Jupiter came out here on Coinbase on June 24th. And then it's just been a rug pull ever since. Technically, right? I mean, this thing is down in the dumps, man. I don't know. You bought this and you're wondering if you should keep holding it. I would sell this off for tax purposes and move on. But again, that's what I would do. You do whatever makes you happy. If you believe in the project and you think it really has legs, if you see the developers and you know who created it and you're with it, Jupe could make them gain. You have a low, you have a higher low, you have 3 higher lows in a row. You're above a point of control. You're getting tight in the zone, and the 4 hour could make a move to the upside. Definitely see that possible. So look, you did suggest. You suggested Reddit at the very beginning, too. Anyway. So tight moving averages on Jump. It looks good. It has kind of the bells and whistles that I look for. 22 hours, a little high for me. Daily's got a push-up, but that push-up could have been, it's lackluster with wicks to the downside. So it's telling me that it's at resistance. So you have clear resistance here for Jupe. It's got to get back above it. 1 hour time frame is also spent. The only time frame that looks good is the 4 hour. So you'd have to wait for the 1 hour to reset, maybe bounce off the bottom trend line, and the 4 hour could break up. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. Again, it looks like it could make a move. But I don't know. We trade JUP, but we trade a different. We trade what coin do we trade? There, this is reminding me of. We created J coin. I can't remember the name right now, but 100% gains possibly coming. Yeah, 1 hour would come on down. 4 hour could push up, but the bigger time frames don't look good, and you have a heavy resistance. I would wait for this to pop up, and for those bigger time frames to reset and have us above the 005 region. But again, Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I'm just a guy going over my TA. You do whatever makes you happy. All right. Thank you so much for that love, though. Appreciate that. Okay. Galaxy Coin. Coinos seems to have a bit of a following there. GALA. USTD. Let's take a look at GALA. I got such a weird relationship with GALA. Because I believe in the project so long, but I just can't believe the price got shuttered like it did. So it's bottom price. I mean, it's basically at the bottom. It's back to a penny and a 7. I cannot believe this. I remember when we first started this coin, when it came out on KuCoin at Pump, I can still remember making this flag here and saying, oh, this coin's about to make a move, tight move. Look, all the things we go for. These are the things that would happen in our bull run. We would start making flags, and look at the flag. Look what this flag would do. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in about a week, I couldn't believe what happened in the metaverse. But in 1 week, this thing went up 700%. And then proceeded to give it all back the whole time, ever since. Definitely VC money got involved. You could see how they got coins at the beginning. They invested in these projects and then they dumped on the masses. I mean, that's the only issue with DeFi and these smaller coins is the venture capitalists take over the liquidity and then they dump in your face. And it's kind of whack, right? I would like to see it change as we move forward, but I'm sure it's going to be somewhat similar, you know. Shout out to the Blue Crew, Gina Bombina in the house. Eloma loves. The GALA inflation tokenomics are what's crushing it since there's no hype and speculation pumping it. There you go. Super chats, Flow and Ocean. We will get in Nigeria by the end of the year. Okay. That's Cardano, right? KuCoin delisted Jup. There you go. It's gone. Peace out. Didn't have enough liquidity for them, so why would they do that, right? Quality over quality, bro. The views will return when the market starts to turn back up. Hopefully just in time to give that liquidity we need to push all of us working hard into the next bull run. Keep God in the flow of life and prayer often. Amen. Shout out to you. Thank you for that. And that's all I need to worry about, honestly. Everything else will fall into place. Yeah, I am not nearly as bullish on GALA this go-around as I once was. Shout out to DK in the game. And Songbird Rewards. Yeah, Songbird, man. So GALA, I mean, the daily's overbought right now. And you didn't break a previous high. Like, to me, it's all about how the stochastics move. Stochastics always reset. I've shown so many awesome, I've given so much special sauce about this, but stochastics always reset. So if you come down, you got to come back up. You come down, you come back up, you come down, you come back up. If every time you keep oscillating on this, so when this comes back up, you need to break the previous high. If you don't, you're likely to follow the cycle. Now, you're getting tighter and tighter in the zone, and eventually you'll get a divergence, and that's where things change. But, wow, I cannot believe how beat to the ground this is. Your basically hope is that the daily comes down here, and eventually it just starts to kind of go sideways, and this is your bottom for GALA. If this isn't the bottom for GALA, I mean, what the heck? I mean, where is it going? You do have a measured move. It's the base of the falling wedge. Looks like it would take you to negative territory, though. Which is a good sign that you've reached the bottom. When you start pulling, see, all the other times when you pull your measured move, you hit a place. I've learned that the bottoms are in when you pull a measured move and the measured move goes to negative. So that measured move can't even play out. So that's a good sign. It's a good sign when the measured move can't play out anymore. It's actually common sense. It's like, oh, well, how much more lower could we go? So you think, well, GALA could go basically to zero, right? So to me, I think GALA is going to be a big project. I think it's going to be here long term. I'm just going to swing trade it when it gets liquidity and gets more excitable. I'm not going to make it one of my long-term holds like Wild. I've just picked a few coins. Like, it was GALA or Wild for me, and I picked Wild based on the team. They're not trying to do as many big things. I think they can accomplish what they set out to do. GALA has such a big roadmap that it's got to achieve so much bigger stuff for it to really get you to pay back. So today, join the 99 Discord 99, then receive the Lifers TA trading course for $60. That's right, and I teach it this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12. I work on Saturday. I work 7 days a week to bring you the lifer knowledge every single day. I don't trust roadmaps. Shout out to Gina Bombina. I know that's why you use Waze, right? Some swing trade, not buying for long term. Exactly. And honestly, look at the last run. You would have made so much money just running up the coins that ran up and not even holding things long term. The money was made really in the swing trading. Like, that's when the big money was made. Now, long term held a lot of things. Phantom, I long term held EGLD. You know, I gave them like a year, 9 months, depending, and they did really well. All right. Let's take a look at flow and ocean. Isn't that funny, the flow of the ocean? Let's take a look at flow and ocean here. Shout out to everybody here on the live as we continue to push through on the live stream. And see, what's weird is now we drop down to at about 11:37. I see us dropping down from 400 or 500 follower people watching down to 372. So whoever was watching is jumping to another show. I can test that out, right? So they're not as into the TA, or they're half into TA, or they want to be into TA, but they're just not, like, they'd rather just be entertained. I don't know what it is. For me, if I was watching the show, I'd really want to know what the next coin was, or I'd want to see what's happening. So you guys are asking me about coins that are beat to the ground, and you're asking me, I don't trade coins that are at the ground unless I really believe in them. Flow was a huge project that had something to do with NFTs. The market cap got extremely big. Didn't it do the NBA draft stuff, like the NBA NFT cards that got really big, and that's kind of what got Flow in the game. Again, Flow's going to have to make a rounded bottom here. I don't like what the daily's doing. Yeah, the daily's overbought, and you didn't get above a previous high yet again. So, like, I'm not seeing signs of life in a lot of this stuff. I'm really not, you know. 3-day charts beat to the ground, suggested that you're at a bottom. So you can start accumulating. 3-day chart has some bullish divergence, but so did Bitcoin, and it didn't really pan out. So I'm watching Bitcoin every single day. Eventually, Bitcoin's going to find its bottom. These coins are going to bottom with it, and then you're going to be able to know when to get into them. This is horrible. It's the lowest I've ever seen it, 70 cents. You'd have to believe in this project to scoop it up at this time. All right? That's up to you. I don't even want to do TA on it. It's like the low, it's beat to the ground. Just what I just showed you on the last coin. Basically the exact same thing. 3-day chart suggests a move. You look at the weekly. Weekly's beat to the ground. Said if you trust the weekly long-term holds. But could this project just go to zero? Could they have an issue? Could someone leave? Yes. You have to understand that. Like, you cannot always believe just because you bought the bottom that it has to go up. That's not how things work. TWT, we nailed that run up when Sam Bankman-Fried ruined the markets, and then we knew that people would rush in, but then it had a bit of a hack or something, right? Something happened to it. And TWT suffered and just lost all its gains and got beat to the ground. It's interesting. But when the time was right, we played it. See, it's about knowing when to be in the right coins at the right time. I was in Miami, right when I get to Miami, and I was in Hollywood, Florida. But yeah, it was right when I get there, the whole SPF thing explodes. Bitcoin starts crashing, freaking down to 16. You know, it gets crazy. And TWT becomes the hottest thing since sliced bread. TWT and DYDX, or DXDY. I think it's DYDX, right? Yeah, on KuCoin. This is a decentralized exchange. This actually had a little bit of a run up recently. You can see that inverted head and shoulder. It did try to make a move. It got above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour. It's attempting to get back to the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. This is something that is interesting because we've been playing this recently. Remember when the moving average is tight, we jettison up? I wouldn't be surprised if this made a move back to the 200 SMA. Watch for this to break out. We've been backtesting this theory for a while. Now, it could kind of struggle a little bit, but we've been backtesting this theory. This theory that when the moving averages are tight, they're going to jettison back up to the 200 SMA. I would watch this for a move. I really would. And again, there's no guarantees, but we've seen this play out many, many times. I wouldn't be surprised if it did it again. It's when the moving averages are tight and the 200 is the outlier. On the 4 hour, any time frame, it really works, but there's such a likelihood the price will pump up to the 200 SMA here. Such a likelihood. All right? And I've been teaching this for the last month, really trying to point it out on the live stream at least once or twice a day, because I won't always have a chance to show this, because once we get back up, the market structure will change, and you won't be able to see this little trick. This trick is cool, and it works over and over again. All right? Who here has understood the trick, and who here has actually implemented it a few times? Who here has learned how to use it? So there's a possible move here to the 200 SMA. You see, that's what we're looking for. And Chase Bank is the worst bank on earth. Never bank with Chase Bank. Garbage. Worst bank on earth. I wouldn't touch Chase Bank with a 10-foot pole, man. Worst bank on earth. Treated me like complete garbage. I'll tell my whole story. I'm going to make a documentary about it and put it out. A serious documentary. Like, I'm going to put it out. I'm going to put some money into it. I'm pissed. Yeah. And I don't like saying that. I always try to keep a good mind. But, man. So, DXUI is on my radar. I want to slip you what I'm looking at, too. You guys sent so many super chats, but I got some things up my sleeve. Ocean Protocol. Now, Ocean, look at this. Ocean is bullish. Ocean has been getting pushed by token metrics. All right? Look at this. Watch this structure. Yes, the 4 hours low could come back down, but watch this structure. Looks like Ocean can make some gains. I hold Ocean long term. The protocol, I believe, could do some damage in the future. It is beat to the ground, but I hold Ocean long term. 22-hour did get moved all the way up. I mean, they put it out 2 days ago. We kind of already had the idea. If you're in my trading group, you have access to token metrics. All right? That's what you get. I mean, and again, we don't use it religiously. Like, I find all my own stuff, but it's there if you need it. All right? Right here. Where is it? Where is it? Where's token metrics, everybody? There it is. It's right in front of me. In my premium screen share I had last night, they mentioned to research Rocket Pool as well. Lifers lead the way. I already said to research it. They believe liquidity ETH staking might be a narrative between now and the Shanghai hard fork in March, right? Rocket Pool benefits directly from the staked ETH. See? Who mentioned Rocket Pool yesterday with the team? I'm just saying. And look, if you go here, look at Ocean Protocol, January 2nd. It's January 5th, right? You have access to this data. It was already given to you. I pay for this. But you don't have to. I give you so much if you join my trading group. It's like a sin not to join my trading group. I believe that. I actually believe it. Because I give you so much information and I give you so much resources that you would have to pay for. So look, there's a 13% gain, just token metrics. See what I'm saying? Falling wedge, bit of a cup and handle. Look at it. There's your cup. There's the handle. The coupe del handle. The Samuel cup and handle to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. 13% gains for Ocean Protocol. Now, it could bump up and get a retest, or it could come back down to the trend line. But I'm going to keep watching it. I would love it for it to come back to the trend line. That would be gracious for a move to the upside. Ocean on the radar yet again, getting a bit of a move. Rocket Pool back, on the radar too. So, we should do tonight on the screen share. Let's talk about Rocket Pool together. Lifer friend, you did some research. I hope you come to the screen share. Today I want to be really interactive. I think we're going to have a fun screen share. I'm excited about it. I think we're going to do something different. So you definitely want to show up to the screen share tonight. Yeah. Ocean is making waves. Oh my gosh, he's so funny. Hold up. I got you. Ocean is making waves. All right. Shout out to Laura Marshall. Shout out to the 1533. Unbelievable. 23 people are watching the stream, man. Average watch time 23 minutes. People are in it to win it. Join the 99 and take the course. It's life-changing in way more ways than TA. Your future self will thank you. Shout out to Timmy313. Who hired this man's? Hey, Gina. I said hey earlier. You're funny. Interest in Ocean is evaporating. Oh my gosh, man. This guy. Stop it, Jamie. Jamie's jokes are too smart for most people. No. Oh, sorry. I missed it. In coffee mode. Wouldn't coffee mode help you not miss it? Because you'd be so on point. Isn't that the other way around? Isn't that why you're drinking the coffee? Anyway, let's set an alert on this 4-hour time frame. I don't drink coffee. People think I'm on some type of stimulant, but I don't do that. I am naturally stimulated. I have to take downers just to be up. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I don't take anything. It's just I'm amazed by the energy that I do possess. It's really ridiculous. Since I was young, people have been like, man, this guy, where does he get it? I'm I don't know where I get it. So here's Lifer alerts. I set alerts on Ocean. 4-hour reset to the bottom trend. We're teaching you how to find your own entries, perfecting an entry on your own by using your own system that I teach you using the alerts, waiting for the system to come oversold. Ocean, baby, ocean. Love the show, learning so much. Shout out to Casimoto. Thank you for being here, man. God bless you. Shout out to Laura Marshall. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Shout out to James Jones. Overstimulation. For people with 9 to 5s, your live stream is really hard to catch. I know, but we have a live stream. We have a timestamps. Should I do another live every day at 6 o'clock from 6 to 7? Should I double it up and ramp it up? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Take it to the next level. Shout out to you, Bub. Shout out to Kevin Baker. Thank you, Bub. Shout out to Greasy. Just had my French press and hit that like button. Don't forget. Shout out to Crypto Cash in the house. God bless you. And everyone, go to Tahoe. Alpaca. Oh, I have the worst. Alpaca Exports. No, wait. That's not. Yeah, that's him. Alpaca Exports, exotic imports. Check them out in Tahoe. A uniquely handcrafted creation of 100% alpaca. Visit the website today, TahoeAlpaca.com, and get some alpaca stuff right away. Look at. You have no idea. You have no idea. You have no clue. I keep this on my rocking chair now. Turn my rocking chair into an actual chair that I can use. We're gonna put this up eventually when we have like a life. He sent me a giant alpaca Bitcoin. He sent this to me, man. One day I got home and it was in the mail. Like, I can't believe like what I received being a lifer. So cool, man. And this is real alpaca, like made Bitcoin. I mean, this is nuts. He definitely had to get this made. Like, he sent it to me. So check out Alpaca Imports, man. Exotic Imports today. He hooked up a lifer. Hook him up. If you're gonna buy anything alpaca, you go to this website right away and you buy it, because this is the man, the myth, the legend, Crypto Cash. Check him out today, man. Alpaca, man, and that thing is made so nice. Shout out to the best YouTube show. Shout out to Sergu Makanu, who's been following me since I started my channel. When it first started, I had like 300 people watching me. Sergu was there, baby. Sergu was there. That blanket looks warm. It is so warm. Unbelievably warm. All right, and that gets us through every single super chat for the day. Wow, $54.88 in chat revenue. A lot of super chats. Unbelievable. I'm excited for that. That's what I live for. I live for the interaction. I live for the fun. All right. HIDOODLE had a bit of a move. His sand. We watch HIDOODLE. Is it going to make a move? It's flattening out. It's below the 200 SMA. Can it get back above? Overbought on the 4 hour, below the SMA. Not a good sign. This is also battling the 200 SMA. XYO had a huge pump yesterday. We talked about it. We nailed it. We grabbed it on the 7-minute for massive gains. And let's just go over the gains that we made yesterday so you can find out why would you want to come to the show tomorrow. Maybe you just jumped in today and you've never seen us before. You don't know who the lifers are. You don't know what this community is all about. We hit VIVE for 27. We hit Orachain for 16. From the December 31st to December 5th, took 5 days. But XYO yesterday, January 4th at 12:30. By 3 o'clock, this thing was up 34% gains, making love. And then we had Love. Love yesterday, January 4th. Banged on him for 38% gains. Love. So those are two big hitters. Yesterday was XYO and Love. We had some more action going on. I've also posted a bunch of different things I'm looking at. And look at this. I mean, 7-minute scalp yet again. There's a chance this thing is going to get busy right now. I would watch this closely for another possible 7-minute scalp. Not even looking at any other time frame, just the 7-minute, staying focused. Could this thing make gains? I've seen some huge gains come out of this thing. People are sweating this coin. They like it. XYO possible 7-minute scalp again. Could we do it 2 days in a row? You never know. You never know. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the love. Thank you for helping this show get created. Thank you for giving me a purpose in life. I get to do something every single day that helps me go, gives me a feedback. And honestly, without each and every one of you in my life, I don't know where I would be or what I would be doing. So thank you so much for everything. I greatly, 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 greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. DXY, last thing I have to look at. I didn't check it out yet. Dang. So the DXY banged out of the flag to the upside that we suggested it would. Got above the 200 SMA on the 7-minute. Look at that. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder flag. We had our measured move. It could continue up to that area. So we did break out. Not a good sign. The DXY did break out. We talked about this. We did not want to see this happening. We're all over what's about to happen. We had this for you yesterday. Had you come to my channel, you would have known to watch for this and to be careful. All right? And we showed you there's a chance this could break to the upside. It did. It did. However, 1 hour's beat, and it didn't fully get back above this resistance at 105.60. So, to me, it technically did break out of the channel. Unless we want to move the channel higher and say no. Chance you could say no trajectory-wise, but hard to tell exactly what that channel is. Got to go to like a huge time frame and just look at it. Next levels to go for. Looked like it could gap up pretty fast. Look, I mean, there's not, it fell down, but yeah, you got some resistance right where you're at. The daily has a little more leg to go. How about that 3-day? 3-day just getting started. This worries me a little bit. Unless the dollar is going to pump with Bitcoin, which they may have to make it. They may have to make it pump with, like, they may have no choice. They may have to manipulate the market while Bitcoin goes through its cycle. This 3-day chart says we could get a pump. But look, I mean, death cross coming in right there. 50 about to cross the 200 SMA. And we could roll over. So we need to make sure that the dollar doesn't get back above 106.78. However, with the pump that we got, I'm surprised Bitcoin didn't get the slam. They pumped together, which it happens like once every 50, 60 days. It's a random move. So we're looking for this dollar to collapse back to the downside, technically. But yes, we did call that move on the dollar based on the flag that we had found earlier. I deleted my work because I wanted to redo it. But, you know, we had this flagged out, and we had called the move for the base of the flag, right? Just a little higher it could go. Sad that the dollar did bump up, but the 1 hour's overbought. 4 hours getting there too. And we're kind of squiggling sideways. There's a chance this actually turns into a bear flag. And we break to the downside. This would be beautiful if we can hold this top trend line and drop all the way down to 100. I want to see it break the 100 and go to 99. That's going to be the day we celebrate. All right. One last idea for Bitcoin so we can just kind of round out the day, see what's happening. We're flat. I see us flat probably till next week. This is our first week back. Market was closed on Monday. It's going to take some time for the liquidity to kind of enter back into the market. It just is. Then you got the Fed meeting and everyone else kind of on pins and needles. Remember the things that I teach you. Bearish if you're below the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. You're not above it. So you remain short. You get above it, you can switch long. But until you get back above this 200 SMA, I would not remain long. I would continue to remain short. It's most likely that we dump to the downside. It's most likely the 4 hour has a little bit of a move. We eventually come back down here to 16,490. So I am more bearish than bullish because Bitcoin has not been able to get above its previous highs, has continuously made lows, and has shown signs that the bulls can't break back above resistance. So they've showed us already what's going on. Well, you can listen to it or not. You break back below this point of control, you're dropping down to this node and to the low volume area. So that's what I see happening for Bitcoin for the day. You know, what could stop it? What could change it? We were hoping that the 15-minute might flag out here. It's a little bit of a flag, but to me, it's rounding. See that? You're basically Hail Mary is that the 15-minute makes some type of flag and begins a breakout, flips to the 1 hour, and the 1 hour flips. But look, the 1 hour even had all this time to get up and didn't really give us much love. Tells me, okay, you can watch this 15-minute because you have to be open-minded, but I'm more likely that we're going to have a drop to the downside than to the upside. That would bring me privy to go to look at the short, the Bitcoin short that we were talking about the other day. And look, I mean, the 15 minutes getting ready. The 4 hours very oversold, kind of rolling over. And I remember the 22 looking like it could get ready for a move here, getting oversold in the wedge. If it holds this level, it is an M pattern. We could dump all the way down to here. But if it holds this level, you could see a move here for the short for Bitcoin. So watching, not holding my breath, but watching this closely for a possible move. If Bitcoin starts to fall out of that rising wedge, you're going to get a move to the upside on the short. So everybody, thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I can't wait to see you in class this Saturday. Take the class. Don't play yourself. Only $99. Invest in yourself. You'll have that knowledge for the rest of your life. It's not like buying a coat or a piece of food or something that goes and comes back and leaves. Like you get it, it leaves. You're going to have this for the rest of your life. Jump on it today. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Have a blessed Thursday. Remember, tonight is the screen share, private screen shares. You're going to hang out with the lifer a lot. I can't wait to see each and every one of you there. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed, and I'll catch you on the next live stream. Thank you. Words can't express my gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you for everything in which you have given me. Thank you, God, for providing me with this life that I get to live. I get to live out things that I've dreamed of doing. And to me, that is success. That is a blessing. Amen. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.